Welcome to Stock Knowledge and News with Arieous Invest, your trusted source for updates, earnings reports, and actionable insights to sharpen your stock market game. Join us as we explore market trends, decode the latest news, and empower your financial journey with expert stock knowledge. This is Trading Reimagined. Let's get started.
Okay, so like everyone's talking about AI, right?
Yeah.
It's like impossible to ignore.
Yeah, definitely. It's like everywhere you look.
Yeah, and today we're going to deep dive straight into the heart of it all.
The core.
Yeah, looking specifically at the like recent market news and what the stock market's doing.
Yeah.
And what's going on with some of these big announcements. So like, what's the deal? Is this just hype? Or is something actually happening? Why is everyone like suddenly losing their minds over AI?
Well, I think that, there's always hype. That's like the nature of the tech world, right?
It's true.
Something is actually happening. Nvidia's stock is up like over 5%.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's significant.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone's like waiting, bated breath for Jensen Huang's keynote at CES.
Oh, yeah. He's always got something up his sleeve.
He does, yeah.
So Nvidia, we all know them. They make like the chips, the hardware that make like AI actually work.
Right.
What do we think is going on? Is this just like their regular hardware upgrades, or is there like something more interesting on the horizon?
They're definitely going to announce some hardware upgrades. That's like a given.
Of course.
But the real buzz is around like potential breakthroughs they might have in natural language processing.
Ooh, okay.
Specifically like generative AI. So we're talking about AI that can like actually create human quality text,
Right.
translate languages seamlessly. I've even heard like rumors of it being able to write like different kinds of creative content.
Nuts.
Yeah. So if Nvidia delivers on this, it could like completely revolutionize how we interact with technology on like a daily basis.
Whoa. That's not just like my phone getting better. That's like how we think and communicate, getting a total upgrade.
Excellent.
Whoa. Okay. So, and then speaking of like big moves that are happening,
Yeah.
Microsoft's just dropping a cool $80 billion. Yeah, casual.
it's nothing.
Yeah, on AI-enabled data centers. So, like, what's their game plan here? Are they building Skynet, or is this something like a little bit less apocalyptic?
Hopefully not Skynet. But, it really points to Microsoft going all in on AI's future.
Yeah.
They're not just, upgrading their data centers. They're preparing for a world where, like, AI is just part of everything we do.
Yeah.
Think about, like, your search engines becoming insanely accurate, personal assistants that actually understand you, maybe even, like, spam calls going extinct finally.
Okay, now that's a future I can get behind.
Right.
Yeah, but what about, like, the downsides? $80 billion is a lot of money to be throwing around.
Absolutely.
And I imagine there's some risk involved. So, like, what are the risks, and how could this, like, actually reshape the tech landscape?
Yeah, for sure. There are always risks with any new technology, right?
Oh, of course.
Like over-reliance on AI, potential biases that creep into the algorithms, and then, of course, the big one, the ethical questions. Like, can we really trust machines to make decisions for us? So those are all very valid concerns. And then in terms of reshaping the tech landscape, this investment could like spark some intense competition. Imagine a race between all the big players like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, all trying to develop the most advanced user-friendly AI. It's going to be really interesting to see how it unfolds and how it impacts us as consumers.
It's like a tech showdown.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, speaking of competition and how these things kind of ripple outwards, super microcomputer,
Oh, yeah.
which makes the hardware for these data centers, their stock has jumped by like almost 10%.
Yeah.
So what's the link? Is Microsoft single-handedly like boosting their business just by needing so much hardware?
It's a ripple effect. Yeah. When
spend-
Microsoft invests that heavily in AI-enabled data centers, they suddenly need a lot more very specific hardware.
Right.
And Supermicrocomputer just happens to be a major supplier of that hardware.
They were in the right place at the right time, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so it just shows you how like interconnected the tech world is. One company's actions can like have a big influence on this whole ecosystem.
Yeah, totally. So it's like we've got Nvidia potentially revolutionizing how we communicate, Microsoft like building this AI-powered future, and then companies like Supermicrocomputer just like riding the wave. It's pretty clear AI isn't just some buzzword anymore. It's like actually reshaping the world.
Yeah. I think so.
So, like, what should our listeners really take away from all this?
AI is evolving so quickly, and these developments we talked about today are really just the beginning.
I bet.
So what I want you to think about is, with AI becoming such a big part of our lives, what area of AI development excites you the most? Is it the creative potential, the problem-solving capabilities? Is it something else entirely? This is a field that's just exploding with possibilities.
For sure.
Where your own curiosity could lead to some really incredible discoveries.
It's a good time to be alive.
It is.
Okay, well, that was a really fascinating deep dive.
Yeah, it was.
Lots to think about. So thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll catch you in the next one.
See ya.
Arieous Invest. Trading reimagined.